What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. For those of you new to the channel, my name is Vince Warburton and this is VW Fitness. I do fitness tech and supplement reviews every single week. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you hit that subscribe and bell for notifications. Now, let's get to today's topic. Today's video is all about Old School Labs pre-workout, and this is Amazon.com's best overall rated pre-workout. So I just had to click order and pick up this tub. So this review is completely unbiased, unpaid. I was not given this product for free, given a discount code, anything like that. I bought this with my own hard-earned money. So it's gonna be a completely unbiased review, just like all the rest of my reviews. Always like to disclaim that and start the video off like that. So as you guys may or may not know, we break down the supplement review into 3 different parts. We talk about price, number 1, 2, the ingredient breakdown effectiveness, essentially, and number 3, the taste. I say this in all my pre-workout videos. Taste is not the most important thing to me because more than likely I'm just gonna slam it down and get into my workout within 20 to 30 minutes. All right, so let's get right into it, guys. Price, this comes in at $39.99 for 20 servings off Amazon.com. And that's crazy expensive. That's almost $2. It's basically $1.99 per scoop, which is pretty insane. So with that being said, guys, you know, obviously this probably goes on sale a good amount of time. I don't know if there's discount codes out there, but with the price that I just looked at, you know, today, $39.99, I'm gonna give that a 1 out of 5. That's really, really expensive. And compared to pretty much every other product that I've looked at, this is one of the highest priced items. Now, the price can be subjective because if it's effective, then, you know, some people find value in that and they will purchase it, you know, even though it costs a little bit more. But there is one other thing about this. I was going through the label before we started this video, and like I said, that is for 20 servings. Now, the back of the label says for those that are experienced, and I will quote, accustomed athletes can take up to 2 scoops before competitive events. Now, as someone that does pre-workout reviews, I wouldn't really consider myself an accustomed athlete, but I do find myself needing a little bit more. And so if I can take, or if it advises for people that are not as stim sensitive to take 2 scoops, I will definitely take 2. So in all reality for me, this is coming down to 10 scoops, which pushes this to $4 a scoop, or $4 a serving, I should say, which is, I mean, I can't even give that a score. So with that being said, guys, you know, that's just my honest opinion. $39.99 just seems a little expensive to me. You know, if it's effective, that's a whole different thing. But in terms of just looking at the price, you know, Amazon recommends it. It's best overall. It's highly rated. There's a lot of reviews on it, and I'm sure that has something to do with, you know, the top of this, it says you can get your own free bottle if you just go and probably leave a review. They'll send you something. I've ran into that with some other products from Amazon, not related to fitness, but just in general. All right, so let's move right along. Let's get right into the label, guys. We're gonna put that up here on the screen here. Now, like I said, this the label breakdown is for 1 scoop. The scoop size is 15.3 grams, which is a pretty good size scoop, I'll be honest. Let's get right into it. First off, we have 5 grams of citrulline malate. Now, I've kind of said my piece with citrulline malate versus citrulline. For me personally, I do prefer regular just citrulline. Some people react better with the citrulline malate. To each their own. Next ingredient is 1 gram of beta-alanine. That's pretty underdosed. We should be looking at about 2.8 to 3.2 grams in my honest opinion. That's kind of a standard that's been set. And I think that's an effective dose is right around 3.2. So in this case, you're only getting 1 gram. We'll see if we get the beta-alanine tingles. But honestly, that seems a little underdosed to me. So next up, we have 1 gram of the L-arginine alpha keto glutartrate, and this is going to help with the pumps. The synergy between L-arginine and L-citrulline, you know, I can appreciate when a company will do both. I personally started off with arginine before all the research kind of came to light about citrulline, and you know, arginine did wonders for me in terms of vasodilarity. So I like that it's in here. That's kind of cool. Next up, we have 250 milligrams of L-carnitine tartrate. It's going to help with the body potentially using fat storage, which I've said this before, plenty of that on this bod. and helping with, you know, using that fat storage as energy and trying to burn some of that off. Somewhat of a fat burner, you could consider it. Now that is a little bit low in the dose, but still interesting to see it in here. And then we have 150 milligrams of caffeine anhydrous. All right, so then next up we have 2 grams of the aspartic acid and then 250 milligrams of the acetyl L-tyrosine. We've seen both of these things in a lot of other products that we've talked about, but this is basically going to help with that mental focus, help with mood, somewhat of a nootropic in a sense. And then lastly, we have 100 milligrams of the micro-encapsulated caffeine. So total caffeine in this is 250 milligrams per 1 scoop. Now the micro-encapsulated is going to help with bringing that caffeine in later in the workout. As they kind of market it, it's the stage 2 group, they finish strong group, and hopefully that kind of kicks in later throughout this workout when I'm a little tired. So in terms of the label, I'm going to base my kind of opinion on the 1 scoop. You know, I'm looking at 250 milligrams of caffeine, 1 gram of beta alanine, 5 grams of citrulline malate. It's pretty basic. And so, you know, just to be completely honest about it, I mean, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 5. And I know my rating for the price is really low. It's probably one of the lowest I've had. I think that it's underdosed. I just think it's underdosed, and maybe if you're stacking this with another product, it's going to be dosed properly, but I hate when companies do that. And personally, I don't know if they intend you to do that, but I am going to be completely honest and unbiased with my opinion here and just kind of say that I believe this is a 2 out of 5 when it comes to the label breakdown. Now, if you're talking about taking 2 scoops, whole different ball game, you know, then everything gets bumped up double and you know, things are a little crazy. So let's move right into the taste and we'll go from there. So this recommends 14 to 16 ounces with a half scoop. Personally for me, like I said, I'm not gonna put essentially over 40 ounces of water to mix this. So I did 20 ounces of water and I'm gonna do 2 scoops still, and we'll kind of go from there. We have the blueberry lemonade flavor, which comes from Natural Flavors, which is kind of cool to see. I know some people are very adamant about making sure that the flavoring is natural and not artificial. I know a lot of pre-workouts put a lot of artificial flavoring in there, so it's kind of cool to see that. Okay, so after looking at this powder, it's a pretty fine powder, as you guys may or may not be able to see here. Nothing super crazy when it comes to the smell. You know, some pre-workouts, it just smells really strong. We're gonna do 1 scoop here. And actually in this case, I'm gonna do 1.5 scoops because that's a lot of pre-workout. Yeah, we'll do just over 1.5 scoops and we'll kind of go from there. All right, mixability. Some grains in the bottom, some sediment on the bottom here. The mixability, I would say, is very clear. As you guys can kind of see, it's kind of a purplish pink color. You know, blueberry, blue, and yellow, I'm sure. Actually, I don't know if that makes this color, but that's the color we've got. And let's do the taste test. Okay, so it has a very kind of sour, yeah, very sour flavor right off the top. And then at the end, you kind of taste like if you were to eat a blueberry, but not like bite into it. So you don't get that bursting flavor. It just kind of slowly comes in, a blueberry, but the sour is definitely still there. It's kind of a sour sweet, you know, naturally flavored though. I gotta say this is actually really good. Almost tastes like a cocktail, I'll be honest. Kind of a fancy cocktail that you would get at like a rooftop bar, that kind of thing for those of you that are over 21. But overall, I would give the flavor, I give it a 4 out of 5. It's a little sour for me. I love that it's not overly sweet. I did 1.5 scoops here, 20 ounces of water. Everything is tasting really good to me. We'll kind of see how my stomach feels, and we'll go from there. But all right, guys, we're gonna knock this back. We're gonna go head over to the gym. We're gonna smash a big leg workout. I'll wrap it up, give you my final thoughts. If I think this is something that you should buy. Now, like I said, the effectiveness on this, we'll kind of see how I feel. If it's extremely effective, you know, that's gonna kind of change how I feel about this pre. But in terms of, you know, price point and all that, it's gonna take a lot for me to feel like it's justifiable to pay $40 for, you know, 20 servings. So anyway, guys, we'll see you downstairs and take you through a workout. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up the workout. We are walking back from the gym and give you my post-workout thoughts. Figured this would be a little bit more fun, give you the immediate reaction to the pre, and just give you my honest thoughts. So in terms of the pre-workout, didn't get any beta-alanine tingles. Granted, I only took about 1.5 grams of beta-alanine, so I wasn't really expecting too much, but I did get some, nothing too crazy. Caffeine and those second phase ingredients kind of came through, I would say, later in the workout, kind of maybe my third, fourth exercise post squat. And overall, I felt really good. It felt like a great workout. I wasn't really motivated when I walked into the gym, but you know, we pushed through, we got it done. Sweat a ton, which is always good. I love when I can sweat a little bit extra, lose some of that extra water weight. But overall, would I recommend this pre-workout for you guys to buy at $40, 20 servings? No, unfortunately not. I think it's a little bit overpriced. I think for the ingredients and what you're getting, you're gonna have to take more than one scoop, and that's just kind of what it is. So with that being said, guys, you know, if you got the money and you want to give it a try or it's on sale, potentially give it a try. I did get this on sale. I believe it was $29.99 when I did buy it. And you know, that's a little, that puts things a little bit differently into perspective. In terms of the ingredients though, I still think it's underdosed, and yeah, that's kind of it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you smash that thumbs up button, hit the subscribe and bell for notifications. And as always, see you in the next one.